Hello everyone and welcome back to part number 7 of our Southwick previews. As this time around we got around to the French and we got around to one of the most unique armored divisions in the game, 6 Division Legere Blindee. This is gonna be a really interesting one, the light armored division of the French. Starting pretty heavily though, as in the supply tab you get big chunky trucks, the Berliet GBU 15 and the TRM 10,000, 2,000 and 1,500 supply, and then the Puma with 1,000 supply as well. So only chunky supplies trucks there. Gazelle PC and P4 PC coming in as smaller 3 availability CVs. That's quite nice. VAB PC, pretty classic here as well. No super fancy new units there. Though the Gazelle is actually the first time that we see it as a PC unit. And the trucks here are pretty cool as well. Then we're gonna go into the infantry tab here, where we have a couple of really interesting units as well. And we have a bit of a theme here, as we have 7.6mm as normal unit, and then we have 17.6mm as a Legionnaire unit, usually with a 5-point difference. Here, I don't think it's worth it, as they only get Resolute in this case. So, yeah, Legionnaire variant coming around. Then we have the Pivot and the P4 Gendarmerie, and as you can see, military police units showing up all around the block, coming in here as an option as well. Get a 50 cal. This one doesn't have a Legionnaire option, so that is the standard here. And then we have Command Grenadier Voltigeur with Sniper, Smoke, FAMAS coming in a VAB or the new truck here, the Belliet GBU 15. Pretty slow truck actually, so 60 kilometers off-road. Then Grenadier Voltigeur FRF1, the classic ones with the sniper rifle. The Legionnaires do have the same thing, but their vet curve is starting higher. You can take them at max vet, which you can't do here, so kind of paying for the vet. VAB Legion is same price as the normal VAB, and it has Resolute, so yeah, same here. Grenadier Voltigeur and Legionnaire Apilas, both same unit as well, paying for the Resolute and paying for the upvet. You only get one card of each, so you might want to take that. Here, even at 1 vet, the Legionnaire Apilas then already have more higher availability. So yeah, Resolute and the upvet is what you're paying for. But that's, I think, pretty fine. 5 points there for the Resolute trade, and then the high veterancy is quite nice too. Smoke grenades on the leader. Leader, not that amazing. It is the same price though as the other one, but yeah, Resolute not really that impactful here. Escort Team PC are around here as well, but they can't come in an IFV. No IFVs allowed because they are too slow. You have to keep up, you have to be wheeled, so VABs it is here as well, or the Belliet. So not that fantastic. Group Antichar can come in VAB or VAB Milan. That's an interesting little transport option there. If you want to bring these guys around. The slot's actually okay, but not super great, as it's still an armored division by heart. So I'm not sure if you can really afford to bring the Group Antichar, but if you can, the VAB Milan I think is a pretty nice option. And then we have the Legionnaire Sapeur. The Legion is doing the engineering for this division, and they come around in VAB Legion obviously as well. 8-man leader. The Sapeurs himself, pretty standard here as well. Flam variant, now a bit better with the aim time reduction, and yeah, you can come around here. Availability curve, not that great, but you get the 1 vet free, so that is quite nice. Oil, and then Resolute on top, so pretty nice to have Resolute on your engineers. I think these gonna be quite fine. And then we have normal Milan 2, and for 5 points more, the Resolute Milan 2 4, and both can come in a VAB Milan as well, with the Legion 1 being Resolute as well. So yeah, free veterancy, and then Resolute for 5 points. And then we have the special forces of this whole division, and that's gonna be the crab, as French are great at naming things. Because these guys are anything but crap, but Yeah, it is what it is, as these guys have 10 hit points. They don't have an Apilas, which is a bit of a shame, but outside of that, they're a pretty good squad. Sniper rifle and a mini machine gun. LRAC is still a good one. They have 4 deploy, so this division has 4 deploy as an armored division. Always nice to have. And these guys gonna hit quite hard. Artillery tab is a decent one as well. It's not great, but it's quite interesting. It actually might be great. So we have big mortars and Legionnaire form and non-Legionnaire form. I don't think it's worthwhile paying extra for your Legionnaire mortars, by the way, guys. Don't do this. We have the same in mech and wheeled here. I don't think it's worthwhile paying the extra here, guys. Don't do it. And then we have old 155mm howitzer and then new 155mm howitzer. And this one has high fronts prevented because it is really modernized reload system, and that means this thing can really fire it out there. Basically the same as the AMX Alpha 1, but with not self-propelled. So this thing is a beast. High rate of fire, 155mm, though obviously also decently priced for that. 150 points is quite expensive, but this thing is pretty capable and still a lot cheaper than an AMX Alpha 1, so that should be worthwhile as well. Tank tab, we gonna have P4 Milan, P4 Milan Legion, and a VB Mephisto coming around in Legion form as well. As we have that with Resolute 2. I don't think the Resolutes are worth it here once more. I think for the Infantry, absolutely. And we're gonna come to one more here in a second, as we have a lot of AMX 10 RCs here as tanks. They have better stealth, guys. Don't you worry. You're not gonna have a big wave of invisible tanks. AMX 10 RC PC, AMX 10 RC Spies, 17 pen, 3 frontal armor, and then we have the up armored and better pen one as the Legion one. So here the Legionnaires is worth it. Resolute is somewhat nice as well, though hopefully you don't get shot as much. But yeah, this is where the Super Blindees basically go for this division. You get 2 cards of these with 19 pen. So this is really the wheeled class cannon division, as you get a lot. Even at max vet, you can get 13. If you go only with 1 vet, you get a beautiful amount of 23, and at lowest veterancy, you get 36 AMX 10 RC in the tank tab alone, without 40 if you take the leaders with them. So this is a lot of class cannons that can just roll around, and this is really gonna be a super mobile division with all the infantry coming in, nice APCs as well that you can load them back into, and the whole thing not really having much staying power, nothing really that can tank for it, not even IVs, but yeah, you have to stay agile, have to stay mobile, have to hit hard. And the recon tab is going to help with that. VAB Resit is nice, exceptional optics unit. Eclair coming around, including P4 Anfi, little good optics sheep. Legionnaire, Eclair coming with Resolute, and not much else outside of a Legionnaire P4 Anfi. Resolute, not really worth it here once more. Spies, a pretty interesting 8-man unit, coming of VAB Spies. Good optics, but no smoke. 50 cal on top though. Similar to the Fuchs. The Fuchs having smoke though, but only 7mm. So that's always the trade-off between the Fuchs and the VAB. And the Spies here, really a good recon unit. 8 hit points, LRAC. This one can hit hard. You then have another 4 deploy recon unit with the Dynops. This is a bit of a weird one. It doesn't have special forces and it's only 4 men. They are pretty good at dealing with the 4-man squad with Resolute and Shock and Satchel Charges and Smoke, but keeping them alive is not going to be easy. So this is going to be a bit of a weird one. I'm not sure you're going to take them with only 4 availability, but we're going to see around. So then we have VBL Recon here with very good optics and a 50 cal, and VBL Milan with a 7mm and a Milan 2 in the back that we already know. Nice for the fast openers as well. And another nice unit for fast openers is an exceptional optics helicopter, especially if it's costing you 50 points because it only has 6 hit points and no ECM. And that is what the Puma Orchidee is bringing with this little radar that it can also deploy downwards once it started. And yeah, Orchidee, just a really cool looking helicopter in general, and a pretty helpful one for the deck as well. CL 89s, recon drones coming around for this deck as well. So we have them in the Canadians, we have them in the Germans, we have them in the French here as well. And then 2 more cards of AMX-10 RCs, this time with very good optics. So these are the Pathfinder AMX-10s, and that means you can get up to 46 AMX-10 RCs in this deck to really bring the numbers up there and just get a lot of guns rolling, good guns rolling towards the enemy. No Super Blindee in this one though. The Legionnaire one in this case is really, once more, just resolute. A-Type has to keep up, so a lot of wheeled stuff here as well. And starting though with a normal 20mm and the resolute Legionnaire variant. Same goes for the TRM and the TRM Trask Legionnaire. Celtics, gonna be helpful with the openers. Mistral, Legionnaire Mistral with the higher veterancy. Here, it might be worthwhile maybe again, though it's not quite the same availability curve. VAB Legion also not coming around with the VAB T2013, no Legion variant of this. So I think the normal Mistral might still be the way to go there. And then we have the Pamala on the TRM 2000s this time. This is a pretty interesting one here. And a Crotal. Only one cut of Crotal. So, Crotal. So you have to be careful with your Crotal, how you use them. Helicopter tab, at least gets you some Gazelle Canons and some Gazelle Hots. French standard here. Like, yeah, all the divisions have them basically. Gazelles just, yeah, decent availability as well. Then, aircraft. This one, pretty standard as well. You have some Jaguar rockets here with big rockets. Quick reload time on these. Might be worth it. 3 availability. Napalm, not so much. Jaguar seat. It's classic 1-seat Jaguar here. Jaguar LGB, that is new. Can come around with some big bombs. Hit hard. Jaguar cluster with 4 cluster bombs. That's a pretty solid one as well. Jaguar HE hits pretty hard as well. And then Mirage 2000s, RDI. This is the one that TKS and the 11th Part Shooters gets. This is a pretty solid plane with solid long-range missiles with the Super 530Ds and the Magic 2s. So a decent way to keep air dominance together with the Crotal and keep the sky clean and stop people from bullying your AMX-10s. But yeah, the division is based all around this. Like, you have to use the Mirages, you have to use the to keep the AMX-10s clean, and then really use the mobile warfare, use the overwhelming force. Your infantry can hold their ground and can also hold flanks really well with the AT launcher. So leaving infantry on the side and then just pushing with the vehicles, followed up with more infantry to fill the gaps. That's really where the power is. So this is going to be really interesting. And yeah, Legionnaire Recon here with the Orchidee and so on. That is quite cool as well. And yeah, Orchidee being able to put this one in and out, quite cool as well. Yes, it's a really cool looking deck in my eyes. Like, really unique. We don't have anything like it in the game in my eyes yet. Like, you could play 11th Parachutist, I guess, somewhat similar, but it's never quite as hard hitting as this. And this for sure is once more a bit different there, where in Parachutist you need to use your infantry a lot and the small little helicopters, and here it's really about the mechanized fist, armored fist that needs to push through. So yep, let me know down below what you think about this deck, and if you like it or don't like it, if you're scared of it and all its little wheeled cannons coming your way. And see you all in the next one.